स्वागत है मेरे प्रिय विद्यार्थियों मेरे चैनल में। इस वीडियो में हम देखेंगे हमारे दूसरा भाग। अगर आप पहली बार ये वीडियो देख रहे हो तो आप इसे सब्सक्राइब करें। अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आए तो उसे लाइक करें और इस चैनल के बारे में दूसरों को जानकारी नहीं हो तो आप जानकारी दें। मेरे प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, मैंने पहले पार्ट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूशनल मैप्स ज्योग्राफी, उसमें हमने सीखा कि थीमेटिक मैप क्या होता है। थीमेटिक मैप वो होता है जिसमें हम एक चीज के बारे में बताते हैं, एक लोकेशन, नहीं तो किसी एक जगह के बारे में, या वहाँ पे कितने लोग हैं, नहीं तो वहाँ पे कितने बारिश होती है, ये सब के बारे में। और ऐसे वाले मैप को हम थीमेटिक मैप बोलते हैं। और इसके बाद हम देखे हैं हमारे पहले वाले पार्ट में, अगर मैप को हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाए उसको 3 भाग में हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं। एक है डॉट मेथड, दूसरा है क्लोरोपैथ मेथड और तीसरा है आइसोप्लेथ मेथड। पहले भाग में मैंने डॉट मेथड के बारे में संक्षेप में मैंने बोला है। अब इस वीडियो में हम देखेंगे क्लोरोपैथ मेथड। In this method, only one value is given to one sub-administrative unit in a region. The smallest and the largest value of a given data of a variable is taken into consideration. After that, 5 to 7 classes are made. Each class is assigned with a tint of same color और ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट पैटर्न। हम लोग अभी देखेंगे, यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया है डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इन अमरावती, और यहाँ पे हमने पिंक कलर लिया है। जहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा है वहाँ पे डार्क कलर बताया गया है, और जहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन कम है वहाँ पे लाइट कलर दिया गया है। इसे हम क्लोरोपैथ मेथड बोलते हैं। The shades or the pattern become darker with the increasing values and of the given variable and drawn accordingly on the map. तो फिर से हम उस मैप में जाएंगे और देखेंगे। देखिए, जैसे अचलापुर, अमरावती, फिर ये सब जगह जो है वहाँ पे डार्क शेड दिखाया गया है, मतलब पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी ज़्यादा है। जैसे दूसरे जगह है, जैसे वरुड़, मोर्शी, चंदूर बाजार, यहाँ पे कम शेड्स जो दिखाया गया है, बहुत ही लाइट शेड्स दिखाया गया है। इसीलिए हम बोलेंगे कि डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इज वेरी लेस। सो this type of method we term is as chloropeth maps or TINs. अब जो तीसरा मेथड जो है, जो हम हमारे रोजमर्रा जिंदगी में वापरते हैं, वो है आइसोप्लेथ मेथड. You can see contour maps, isobar maps in earlier classes. In these maps, distribution is shown with the help of the line showing equal values. When distribution of the variables is continuous, the isopleth method is used. When again, I repeat it, the distribution of the variable is continuous, then the isopleth method is used to show its distribution. For example, if a map shows about altitude, if the map shows about temperature, if the map shows about rainfall. Now here is a very best example of isopleth method. You see here the density of population of Amaravati district. Again, Amaravati, Achalapur, it is very, very dark. That means the density is more. On the other side, we find the light shades. The lines are little lighter. That means it shows that the density of the population is very less. Now, my dear students, you have some more maps over here in this textbook where you could have a practice. Take it as an activity where you can have a practice like Amaravati district, the average annual rainfall. Then here I would like you all to tell you something on the basis of the information of isopleth map are prepared using the steps below. Now, what are the steps we need to take care of while doing the isopleth map? We have to consider the highest and the lowest value of the variables. That is the first thing. Highest and the lowest value of variables. Then the class interval is to be decided to draw the isopleth map, which in turn decides the difference between the lines, whether it is dense or whether it is light. Lines are drawn for the decided intervals. Location of the same value are joined by the lines. Now, what are the conclusions? Following are the conclusions drawn on the basis of the map prepared in such way. If lines are closer to each other, then the changes in the variable is steep. If the lines are away from each other, it is gentle. Please remember, if we are taking about, saying about the mountains, the height of a mountain, for example, the lines which are closer to each other and the changes in the variable is steep. If the lines are away from each other, then it is gentle. Next is we get an idea of the natural trend of the distribution of variables with the help of this map. So, my dear students, these are the following things which we need to take care of while we do the isopleth map. My dear students, thus I would like to come to an end of this video. Before I end this video, let me give you a brief description of geographical field visit. We all go for field visit, but we take it as an excursion. But let me tell you, it is not an excursion. Field visit is something which we study related to geography. Field visit is an important study method in geography. Please note that. Field visit is the most important study in geography. Geographical concepts like elements such as directly experienced through field visit. We can directly experience it. For example, if we are speaking about climate or population, we can directly see it. Field visits are extremely useful for understanding the correlation between humans and the environment. We also have correlation between humans and environment, preparation for field visits. Now, what are the preparations to be done during the field visit? Before going to the field visit, decide the place and the purpose of the visit. What is the theme? What is the purpose of going to the field visit? That we have to decide. The element with which will be observed in the field visit should be decided. If we go to the field visit, what are we going to see? Population, climate, or income, anything it may be. Or we may say the density of the population. Then the next thing what we need to do is study the location of the map and the route map of a place to be visited. You have to study the location through GPS and the route map, because when we go to visit that place, you should know the route. Distance, transport route, means of transport which we are going to take. Are we going to take bus? Are you going to take a train? Are you going to take railways or airways or waterways, whatever it is? And what will be the duration of the field visit? Should be planned ahead. And with the help of the teachers, students should prepare a questionnaire. It is not a picnic or is not an excursion, but the field visit is something related to studies. So with the help of the teacher, the students have to prepare a questionnaire which they have to find out the answer. Now I would like to say, what are the precautions to be taken during the field visit? While we go for the field visit, we have to ensure safety of ourselves during the field visit. Obey the instructions given by the teachers. You should not go to unknown remote places alone. Take a friend along with you or a teacher. The field visit, you should try to understand the local circumstances by conversing with the local people. You cannot hurt the sentiments of the people. You should also ensure that you will not harm the environment in any way during the visit. You should always keep a first aid box with you for emergency circumstances. That is part of your safety. Then, after the field visits are over, you need to write a report. Field report. A field report should be written on the basis of the information obtained after the visit is complete. Following are some of the issues to make a report. Add photographs where necessary. While writing a report, you need to write introduction. You have to show the location, map and the route map. You have to write about physiography, climate, population, what are the environmental problems, how the land utilization is made, and your conclusion. So these are included in report writing. So thus, I would like to conclude this lesson, my dear students. Again, it's a request. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe it. If you have liked the video, please do like it. And if people are not aware of this channel, please do give awareness. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.